Hi everybody, Dee Hutchinson from D is for Digital. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to today's masterclass slash tutorial. Continuing on the themes of videos, I wanted to go into one of my favorite things. Actually, I don't spend an awful lot of time on this topic, but I want to, hence my tutorial. So Instagram stories, but particularly using video in Instagram stories. I've been doing a lot of research on the use of video, and I came across some interesting stuff on Instagram yesterday saying the stories in Instagram are more compelling and engaging and get more reach than actually the static feed, like the pictures in the feed. So I thought, okay, let's get to this. Let's check out how do we use an Instagram story to the maximum. I'm sure there's a better word I could think of, but yeah, we'll go with maximum. And I had an idea of something I wanted to work on anyway for my own business. And I thought, well, we could use this as a lesson. So I'm in Canva. I've done loads of masterclasses on Canva already. Go back and look at them if you need to. But we're in canva.com, one of my favorite tools. And here, I'm going to click on Instagram story. I want to create a little story. Now I have a free program that I've been running for the duration of the coronavirus pandemic, and it's called What's Your Big Idea? And it's an online program. It's a 14-day challenge kind of thing, but it helps you come up with 3 digital ideas. So perfect for someone who maybe wants to get online or wants to have a bit of a side hustle online, but really isn't sure where to start, or if they have even an idea. And I'm going to show you how to give 3 ideas. So this is being offered for free during the coronavirus pandemic, along with bi-weekly group business coaching, which is fabulous. So I wanted to create an Instagram story to promote this. So that's going to be the theme of this story. Now you can see there's loads here of templates for different kinds of stories. I don't want to do a bingo. Get to know me, I love. I'm going to go for the dark modern. I'm feeling the dark modern. My logo, my branding is very sort of black and white, although I don't mind a pop of color. So let's take a look at this. If we were to apply to all 8 pages, you can see here, this is very imagey. Now I'm going to want to use video and a little bit of text in my story, but you can see how beautiful that is. If you were a florist, for example, that would be really nice. This one here is a little bit more moody. Let's go up to the top here. The ultimate getaway. Some nice images. Yeah, and you don't have to use all of these, but I think that's pretty cool. I like this. Actually, I'm going to go with this one. Now, when you're putting any kind of story together, you want to have a theme for your story. Like every story has a start, a middle, and an end. And you can do a story on your travels or something, whatever you've had for breakfast, I don't know. But today I want to sort of bring someone on a journey of what it's like to be in What's Your Big Idea. So I was having a think about this earlier on, and I was doing some little prep of getting little videos ready and images so that I don't waste your time doing all that work. So I've done a little prep. But I was thinking I wanted really my theme to be a day in the life of my customers in the What's Your Big Idea course. And let me so I'm going to put this in quotation marks. Whoops. The What's Your Big Idea course. So I can make this a little bit bigger. And I'd like What's Your Big Idea? There we go, on 1. So a day in the life. I wonder, can I just bold this? Because I want to. Bold is great for good. I want to know they won't let me. I can change the color if I want to, but that doesn't look good on black. So we're going to keep it at white. So a day in the life of my customers in the What's Your. Very important to check your grammar. And I want to put a little logo in there. So in my uploads, here's my logo. And I can just click on it and bring it in. And I'm going to make it smaller. Just tidy it up a little, and then I can grab this and make it a bit smaller again. A day in the life of my customers in the What's Your Big Idea course. Now, I've uploaded some videos here Little 3-second, let me see if I pull this one in. This is actually Tamsin, one of my customers. Now I'm going to turn down, I don't want any sound on this. So if I was to take out this picture here, it's lovely Tamsin. And I just pulled this out. This is from one of our group coaching calls because I have loads of video content that I could use. So there's Tamsin, and then I took out one which is
plates. It's very deceiving.
Put that silent as well. And if I take out the picture behind here, I'll take this one down too. I could put this down here if I play that. Now again, it's you get a nice little bit of sort of movement. Now I wonder, can I put that? No, I'm going to leave this down here. Day in the life of my customers in the What's Your Big Idea course. So if I could crop these, I've already sort of trimmed. So if I wanted to trim, this is 3.2 seconds long. And if I click this one down here and trim, it's 12 seconds long. So I'm going to need this to bring this down, right? Let's say 3.5. And then if I play this, this is what the front of the story could look like. And I kind of like it. Okay, we can close it and go back. Maybe if I bring this up here, a day in the life of my customer. A day in the life, maybe of, I'm going to change in the What's Your Big Idea course. Make sense? So that's nice and simple. I could probably jazz that up a bit. Let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. That's smaller, D56, a day in the life of the What's Your Big Idea course. Okay, perfect. So that gets a little bit of, yeah, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go in here and we're going to need to show them what's your big idea is. So I'm just going to jump over to the members.ds. This is my community, the members, and if you're not a part of the community, it's free. Jump on in, members.dhutchinson.com. You can join. Here is the feed for the program. You see all my videos along with extra stuff. There's courses in here. Some of these are free. So here's the What's Your Big Idea course for free. How I launched my first online course, free. How to get beep done for free, and these are free as well, so feel free to join in, come on in, where there's loads happening here. But what I want to do is I have a logo for the What's Your Big Idea. I'm big on my branding, so if I just jump into this, and I know, oops, let me come out of that one, start with external feedback. I have little download documents that go with each of the videos for each of the days. See, this is what I want, the What's Your Big Idea, this image. So if I come back here, whoops, to Canva, and I'm going to go to photos for light bulb, and I'm sure I'll find, you can get lost for hours looking at the images in here, by the way. That's kind of, if I filter that because it's black and white and I take no filter, there's the color. But that's kind of nice. And it's, given that my themes are black and white, like it gives just a little pop of color to make it look cool. Well, let's see if we can play with that. And I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put in some text. All kind of text in here. I'm just going to go basic for the moment so I can play with it. See it there? And I'm going to make it black because we need to be able to see it. And I'm going to need to make it a lot bigger. And I can move it to the side, in the middle, to the left. I'm going to do it to the side. And here, there we go. So actually, so What's Your Big Idea course is a 14-day program, 14-day online program that will help you to discover 3 digital money-making ideas. I'm going to make this bold, the what's your big idea? And change that. And I can make sure everything fits in. You have to play around with this for a while, but that's okay. If I center that, it might look a bit better. The What's Your Big Idea course is a 14-day online program that will help you to discover 3 digital money-making ideas. Generally with text on Instagram stories, you don't want too much because each story lasts about 15 seconds, well, it's less than 15 seconds for images. So you don't want to have an awful lot of text for people to read. And you want to make sure that you're directing people. So if I feel like I want to point that out. So if I want an arrow, let's going to go for this one. If I bring this down and see, I can rotate this. So the What's Your Big Idea course is a 14-day online program that will help you discover 3 digital money-making ideas. Nice and clear. Now I love this, but I want to be able to talk it through. So I'm going to delete this one. So what I'm going to say here, I'm going to say it is being offered totally free of charge for the duration of the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah. And I don't really want to use images of the coronavirus because it's going to bring us down. Do you know these sort of images? No, not really. Although I do like this, not today, COVID-19. We could have a little play with these. So if I put that, not today, because see, that's a little bit more positive. I feel okay with that. Let's see if we anything. What's this one? When is the end? No, that sounds terribly depressing. No. This I'm not sure what that's about. No, so I think I'm okay with that. What does this guy say? Just stay home if you are sick. No, I don't want to be telling people off, do I? We want to keep things positive. I think this is a little bit more funny. This is what we're going for. Like, I like a little bit of tongue in cheek. There's enough depression in the world for everybody else, right? So we're just going to keep things a little bit positive. So I might make this a bit bigger. 35.48. Bring it out. It's being offered totally free of charge for the duration of the coronavirus pandemic. Nice. And I'm going to put in some of the video. I like that, but I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put in a video because I want to make sure they also know that there's, so if I go back to uploads and videos, take this out. I'm going to put this in.
Plates, it's very deceiving.
I'm going to turn that off. I can't make that much bigger than it is, so I'm going to frame it. There we go. That's kind of, I could put probably be more detailed, but that kind of does it. And then go so. We have twice weekly online business coaching calls where you can ask questions and get additional support, all free of charge. I think I've already mentioned free. We don't want to mention free too much, do we? And we have twice weekly online business coaching calls where you can ask for questions and get additional support. Whoops. Now I can, if I highlight both of these, I can group them. So I can put that there. going to copy. Calls are every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. CET, which is Central European Time. Lovely. And we have some other images. So let's just take a look at what this looks like so far. So share a day in the life of the What's Your Big Idea course. What's Your Idea is a 14-day online program that will help you to discover 3 digital money-making ideas. It is being offered totally free of charge for the duration of the coronavirus pandemic. And we have twice weekly online business coaching calls where you can ask questions and get additional support. Calls are every Friday. When I feel like there's something missing in here, are every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. CET. So I'm just going to close that. Back here, I wonder, do we have, I'd like an element, because we do Zoom calls for these. There isn't a Zoom logo, but I kind of feel we need something for online call. Oops. Anything that we want to make sure in the Instagram stories that they're as clear as possible to the viewer so that there's no confusion. Confused customers do nothing, guys. It's really important. So you want to make it as simple. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the Zoom logo. Google, I love Google. You'll never go wrong as long as you have Google here. So powered by Zoom, this is kind of perfect. So if I click on this, file, save image as a Zoom, and then I'm going to come back in here to my Canva. I'm going to, upload an image or video called Zoom. Fabulous. It'll be up at the top here. And then click on that, and here we go. Powered by Zoom. You could have that underneath. What do you think? See, I'm not a designer. That's why I need tools like this. Calls are every Wednesday and Friday, powered by Zoom. But at least that makes it right. It's clear. So if someone's going, do I ring into these calls? How do I get on these calls? You go, well, it's just a Zoom call. So twice business calls where you can ask. Now, what I think would be lovely here is to get some testimonials from people who've already done the course. So what I've done is I've picked up some testimonials that I already had. So if I go to my uploads, I'm going to start with the beautiful Nakima. There's gorgeous Nakima. Nakima is from Dominica, and if I don't want to have her in black and white because she's too beautiful. Isn't that lovely? So I can change this to Nakima Royer, so we know who she is. And then I've copied in my notepad some of the testimonials, so I'd have them ready. So I'm going to copy this out, go back in here, and here we go. So we're obviously going to need to make this a lot smaller, but we don't want it too small because then it becomes unreadable, right? So let's have a play with this. I'm going to align it to the left. If we make it 18, there's a lot of text there. So we might make Nakima a little bit smaller. I'm sure she won't mind. And we can make this bigger. So maybe a little bit of formatting. I started the course without any idea, clarity around what I wanted to do, how I was going to do it, daunted, overwhelmed, wanting to change. And now on day 14, not only do I have clarity, it is a true passion, and I'm convinced it's extremely attainable, and I know I can do this. Watch this space. Great things on the horizon. Thanks, Dee. Thank you, Dee. Nice, isn't it? A lovely little testimonial if you're using your Instagram story from a sales or promotion perspective. Testimonials are brilliant because nobody can argue with them, right? I actually just think I want to try the grayscale. No. So we could do that, and then what I can do is, this is part of, see, we can, I didn't know that was there, so we can take that out. Can make this a lot bigger then. Maybe not that big. There we go. Isn't that much easier to read? You always have to make this as easy as possible for your viewers to consume, even though that is kind of still a lot of text. It's such a good testimonial. I don't want to lose it. I'm going to copy this. And next time, if I go to my uploads, I'm going to take Nakima out and I'm going to put Tamsin in. Now that's not a very bright image of Tamsin. Tamsin's gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to Tamsin's, actually I have one on my Instagram. Let me go to my Facebook because I did a post on Tamsin recently. I feel like I'm really giving you an inside out look at how I run my business, because this is going to go live as soon as I post this. So this is how I actually do things. Let me go back. D is for digital. I know I have a post on there is Tamsin. Isn't that more like it? So I'm going to save image as Tamsin. And I'm going to replace the other one. Perfect. So I'm going to come back here, take this out. Thank you. That's there. Remove this. Upload an image. There we go. Tamsin. Click on there. Bring this up. I need to make it just a little bit smaller. Here, do that. So you want it to be the same kind of proportions as above. And I'm going to move it down so we see her better. There we go. And we have Tamsin Abiola. We can make it a little bit bigger, can't we? There's Tamsin, and I'm going to pull out Tamsin's, which is down here. Copy. And paste in here. There you go. And then we'll do one more. And this time it's going to be Sophie from France. There's Sophie. We're going to make that a little bit smaller. Lovely smile. Sophie Marion. With my very poor French accent, but there you go. Here we go, Sophie. Copy. Paste. Done. So let's see what that looks like. So we have Nakima, Tamsin, Sophie. I feel like Sophie's is a little bit small. There we go. I think we can give Sophie, there we go, a little bit more space. And I think we need quotes on this to show that they're actually quotes. So I'm going to go back to elements and I want quote marks. Here we go. Just maybe these. They're in black, you can't see them, so we're going to change them to white. See, it's all little things. I'll put that down here, even though it kind of looks like a 99. See? Just adds a little bit of, I don't know, texture. So I'm going to put that one there. Put this one down here. Because it makes it obvious that these are quotes, because it may not be obvious at first glance that these are customer testimonials, right? So lovely. And the last thing I want to do is get people to sign up, right? So sign up today at https. Actually, I'm going to use this on Instagram, so I can use the swipe up. If you have over 10,000 followers, you can use the swipe up, which will bring them directly to the website. If you don't, you could just put in the link or wherever the call to action, whatever you want them to do. Swipe up to register for free right now. And we might want a little swipe up little thingamajig. Here we go. Just in case we need to make it clear what we want, calls to action or everything. I did a whole masterclass on calls to action. So swipe up to register for free right now. And I think I'm going to put in my recently used bulb. Take out the black and white. And I think maybe a photo of me so they know who I am and who's getting them to do all this stuff. There we go. Yours truly. And I might take off the black. Sign up today. I like my light bulbs. And there we go. Sign up to register for free right now. And we're done. So this is 45 seconds in total. So I'm going to play that through so you can, oops, no, we want to start from the beginning. So here you go, a day in the life in the What's Your Big Idea course. The What's Your Big Idea course, the 14-day online program that will help you to discover 3 digital money-making ideas. It's being offered totally free of charge during the duration of the coronavirus pandemic. We have twice weekly online business coaching calls where you can ask questions and get additional support. Calls are every Wednesday and Friday. It's good to read it out because you can read it to see if someone, if it's going too fast, then you can slow it down. Nikima starts the course. There's something black there, you see. We're going to need to go back and remove that. Oops. But there seems to be enough time to read that quote. Oh, keep going. Tamsin, D takes you through a magical tour uncovering the best parts of you which you never knew existed and have done the best. Oh, I need to slow that one down a little bit. And big thanks to you, Dee, for your positive energy that makes everybody comfortable and welcome. Swipe up to register. So we have a couple of little last minute changes. It's always good to double check. See this here? There's a black thing there. We're going to remove it. This page. So I started the course without any idea, clarity around what I wanted to do, but I was going to, see, it's going too fast. And we might want to even make this shorter. Sorry, nearly used my word, lost my word. Without any idea, clarity around what I was going to do, how I was going to do what I want to do, how I was going to do it. I'm going to. And now on day 14, not only do I have clarity, it is true passion. I'm convinced it is. Take out these little dashes. I'm going to take this out. See, just make it easier, whoops, to read. Now, granted, people can stop it on the story to watch it. Dee takes you through a magical tour uncovering the best parts of you which you never knew existed and have done your best to hide over the years. Shine a light on your raising talents. Find out what you have to share with the world. This is a step-by-step guide to freedom. I'm going to shorten that. I'm going to bring that up there. And then this is shorter, so that makes more sense. And we are ready to go. And that's it. So I'm going to publish. I'm going to download. And we're done. Okay, obviously it can be a little bit finicky, but I've tried to do this as fast as I possibly can. But you can see you can put together a really beautiful tailored story with a mixture of video, images, animation. And this will guide people. My call to action is come and sign up to the What's Your Big Idea course. Swipe up. Whoops. Swipe up. And there we're ready to go. So I want you to try this, guys. Get onto canva.com, create your Instagram story, utilize a little bit of video. If you don't have your own video content, you might be able to get it from other places. Record it on your phone if you don't have anything. So here we go. Final. This is the Instagram story. I'll probably add some music to this afterwards because it will liven it up a little bit. But in the interest of time, see, I think that looks good. It'll do the job anyway. Thanks for following. I hope you enjoyed it. Get started on your Instagram stories and I'll see you for the next masterclass.